Hi, I'm Marianne, producer and technical assistant for WVVT Community Radio. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through the steps on how to use the gear and hope you find it's pretty simple. You'll be using the Zoom H4 Essential, a powerful portable audio recorder used for filmmaking, podcasts, music, and field recording. By the end of this video, you'll know how to set it up, record your audio, review your recordings, how to plug in external microphones, and export to your computer. So let's dive in. The H4 Essential is a 4-track recorder. At the top are the built-in XY stereo microphones. On the front is the color LCD screen and control buttons. At the bottom are the two XLR TRS combo inputs for external microphones. On the side, you'll find the headphone or line output and the USB-C port. Before recording, you need to insert two AA alkaline batteries. These batteries don't last long, so do not use them for your actual recording. For a more reliable and long-lived power source, connect the USB-C cable to the external battery power pack. Turn on the power to the pack, and then turn on the power to the Essential recorder. You can monitor the amount of power left on the pack and recharge when low. The system setup might already have been done for you, but if the recorder has been reset to factory defaults, here's what you do. On the home screen, use the scroll wheel to select the System icon and press Enter. This opens the System Settings screen. Use the scroll wheel to select Accessibility and press Enter. Select Guide Sound and press Enter. I like to use English plus beep. Setting the date and time is critical. WVVT wants us all to use the format year, month, date. The date and time are stored as the name in the recording files. After the date and time setting is confirmed, set the battery type to alkaline. WVVT encourages all regular users to own their own 32 gig SD card. And because they are so tiny, I keep mine in a medicine container, along with the adapter card. Always make certain that the power is off when inserting or removing a microSD card. Inserting or removing a card while the power is on could result in data loss. When inserting a microSD card, be sure to insert the correct end with the top side up. Recording and playback are not possible when a microSD card is not loaded in the H4 Essential. Always format microSD cards in order to maximize their performance after purchasing them new or after using them with a different device. For higher quality recordings, you can connect external microphones. Plug an XLR or 1/4-inch cable into input 1 or input 2 at the bottom of the device. These combo inputs allow you to connect microphones, mixers, or instruments. The recorder can capture up to 4 tracks at once, the built-in stereo mics on top, plus the 2 external inputs. On the home screen, select 48K icon, and the first record setting you see is for sample rate, 44.1, 48, or 96 kilohertz. 44.1 is standard for music and general streaming. 48 is standard for video production, and 96 is used for high-resolution audio recording. I prefer to use 48. Connect headphones to the phone line-out jack and perform a sound check. When the home screen is open, select Mic for the built-in XY stereo mic at the top, and or input 1 or 2, depending on how many mics you are using. The status indicators for selected tracks will light red. Then, press the mixer button. Scroll to the mics you want to control. Perform a sound check, and if you need to adjust the volume of each mic, scroll to the mic, select Enter, and raise or lower the volume using the scroll wheel. When recording with the H4 Essential, every selected track is recorded separately. In addition, all signals are mixed and simultaneously recorded as a stereo file. Now you are ready to record. Press the record button to start recording. The rec indicator will light red, and the name of the recording file will appear on the display. Press record or stop to end the recording. If the file size exceeds 2 gigabytes during recording, a new file will be created automatically, and recording will continue without pause. No gap in sound will occur between the two files when this happens. Files are automatically saved at regular intervals during recording. Do not trash the file until recording is completed, your editing is completed, and you have backed up the files. SD cards can hold a lot of audio. You will erase the card upon completion of the project, but only after you've backed it up. In Settings, when volume control is set to fixed, volume cannot be used to adjust the volume. To use volume for volume adjustment, set volume control to knob. To listen to your recordings, open the folder icon, then use the playback controls on the front of the device. Press play to hear the audio through headphones or the built-in speaker. You can rewind, fast-forward, and browse recordings directly from the recorder. Next to the headphone jack, use that volume control to adjust the headphone or speaker volume. Here's a nice feature. Should you only want to listen to one of the mics recorded, your track keys, mic 1 or 2, can be pressed to turn on or off during playback. For exporting files, on your playback screen, without needing to open the file folder, hit play. Select the icon for export and press enter. This opens the export screen. Select the bit depth, 16-bit, 24-bit, or 32-bit float. I choose 32-bit for high-quality audio. I prefer to select all tracks when exporting, not mix. So using 2mix means this will export a stereo file that uses the mix balance adjusted on the mixer screen. But when you select all, this exports all the tracks separately. I find it easiest to connect the recorder directly to my computer. This way, there's no fiddling with that tiny SD card, trying to put it into the adapter, and then finding the port in the back of my monitor. So here's how you do it. Connect the recorder to your computer via a USB-C cable. On the home screen, use the scroll wheel to select the USB icon. Select File Transfer. Select the type of device that you are exporting to. However, this is just placing a folder on your desktop. It's not saving the files to it. So open up the H4 folder and drag these files to another WVVT labeled folder on your computer. Once files have been saved, exit the file transfer. It is now safe to power down. First the recorder, and then the power pack. Now, let's check out the files on your desktop. Files recorded by the H4 Essential are saved in file folders on the microSD card, so the track name shows the tracks used for recording. TR mic was the file recorded using the built-in XY mic. TR1 or TR2 files were recorded using tracks 1 and 2. And TRLR is a file that is a stereo mix of all tracks. Here's a few quick tips for better recordings. It's very important to check your audio levels before recording. Do a sound check. Ask the lecturer where they will be standing. Use a tripod to reduce handling noise. Use external microphones when recording interviews or music. Use the pop screen to prevent explosive consonants. Place the recorder on a towel to prevent recording any movement from the device itself. To assist the editor, take notes using the timestamp. Here's essential steps before handing the kit off to the next user. Back up your recording to an external device. Erase all data from the SD card if the card is not your own. Eject your SD card and store in a safe, easily identifiable container. Wrap audio cables to a circle. No kinks, please. Lay out all gear used on a table and double-check your returns via the checklist. Don't leave anything behind. Pack up all gear to the case in the appropriate pockets. Should you be missing anything, or if any gear was not functional, please alert WVVT staff. All of us at WVVT are grateful you are ready to generate content for us. You help amplify our community spirit. So, reach out if you have any further questions. We're here to help. Have fun.